Hey, sorry. So just gonna continue part two here. So I think this definitely actually had an effect on my CQ scores, um, because the overall idea was that the Australian culture welcomes foreigners with open arms. They really embrace them and want them to become true Aussies. Um, and so I think that so off your CQ drive. So I think it definitely raised my CQ drive score because now I'm sure they're open to me, and I'm much more motivated to truly embrace the culture because I'm not nervous about being judged or anything. My intrinsic interest score raises because I can go enjoy a true Australian experience instead of worrying about what the natives are saying about, oh, look at that stupid foreigner or whatever. And it really makes the learning process of that so much better, and I can just truly enjoy them. Although my self efficacy score was already, very high, it was at an 89. I think I'm even more confident, in diverse situations because, I know that I'm not just gonna sit there and think about, oh no, is everyone around me are all these Australians saying, oh look at this American? No, they're happy that I'm there, and they if I were in a presentation, they want to hear what I want to say, what I'm gonna say, and it makes the experience just much just much better in general. For CQ action, my non-verbal score can skyrocket because like I was saying, they want to teach me the dialect. I have my Australian word of the day, and they want to teach me just as much as I want to learn it. And once I begin to learn more about the culture, I'm sure that my speech act score is going to raise also, because this is really important because they they like I almost feel like my team, especially at work, approaches each day kind of saying, just kind of saying like, all right, what can we teach Andrews today about not only the finance industry and Morningstar, but what can we teach them about Australia? And that to me is making the experience so much better because not only am I getting a really good experience as far as that I can put on a resume and talk about in interviews, but I truly am learning a new culture here, and whether it's going from speaking it, um, you know doing the truly Australian things like eating meat pies, and walking the Harbor Bridge. It's just really cool. I just really am liking it. Anyway, CQ strategy, last CQ score here. So I think that my of course this one's gonna raise as well. Because I have a better idea of how Australia perceives me. So I have a better idea of that. Australia really does want me here. So I want to feel more comfortable in the environment, and I'm going to throw myself into the culture because the more I throw myself into it, the more they're going to embrace me and teach me this culture. Um, and that goes to CQ knowledge. The more that I show that I'm interested in the culture, the more questions I'm going to ask, and it's going to lead me to deeper understanding. For the values and the norms of the society. So just going on here, if I would do the assignment again, I would definitely talk to more people. There are a couple people on my team who have worked in the United States. So I think it would be really helpful to talk to them. Um, Although I think I would definitely would have arrived at the same conclusion. That you know, just that Australia really wants to have you here. But at the same time, I would think I would have them ask me questions too because I'm curious as all right, so what do they think my perspective on the Australian culture is, and what's my perspective on the United States culture? Because I think there's definitely gonna be some similarities, but at the same time there will be some discrepancies. So I think that would have been a very good way to improve the assignment. For me to really get the most out of it and understand. Um, like I said, I'm glad I chose to do the interview. Um, not only did I learn about a lot about my coworker Angela, I think we definitely became much closer. We had a very nice conversation, but I got a very good feel for what she went through when she was when she was adjusting to the Australian society, and she her big message to me was just throw yourself into Australia, and Australia is going to return the favor. And now that I know that, a lot of things that I've noticed are just, really starting to come together, And my conclusion from our interview it sings in tune with everything else that I've really noticed here. I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm sorry for the little two parts there. Um, have a great week. Happy Fourth, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks a lot, Professor.